So, picture this. I'm settling into my first-class seat, the leather cushion hugging me like an old friend, my loafers tapping the floor of the cabin. It's a sweltering July afternoon, the tarmac outside JFK shimmering like a mirage. I'm Daniel Carter, a 60-year-old federal judge who's seen every courtroom storm you can imagine. But right now, I just want a cold water and a page of frost to sink into. My briefcase is tucked under the seat, my blazer crisp despite the heat. Then, in walks Karen Walsh, the flight attendant with a badge that might as well be a sheriff's star. Her uniform's so starched it could stand on its own, and her eyes? They're scanning the cabin like she's hunting for trouble. When they land on me, her lips twitch disgust, maybe, or something uglier. She struts over, hand outstretched, voice dripping with fake honey. "Sir, can I see your boarding pass again?" The cabin goes quiet, heads turn, laptops lower. I hand it over, meeting her gaze, calm as a lake. She studies it like it's a forged check, then smirks. "This says 1A, but you need to move to economy." Now, the air's sucked out of the room. I close my poetry book, slip it into my pocket, and stand tall, slow, deliberate. My knees creak, but my dignity doesn't. I grab my briefcase and walk to economy, head high, while whispers trail me like exhaust. In my new seat, cramped as a coffin, I pull out my phone and type 3 words, removed from first. No drama, no fuss. I stare out the tiny window, the world a blur, my mind spinning like the turbines about to lift us off. Karen, up front, thinks she's one-handing out drinks, laughing with the suits, convinced she fixed some glitch. She doesn't know I'm not just some guy in a blazer. She doesn't know I made a call. In the cockpit, Captain Mike Thompson's checking gauges when his phone buzzes. It's not the usual chatter, it's corporate, and they're pissed. "You let your lead attendant boot a federal judge from first class," the voice snaps. Mike's jaw clenches. He calls Karen to the cockpit, his voice like steel wrapped in velvet. "Did you remove Daniel Carter from 1A? She nods, smug. "His ticket was wrong, Captain. He didn't belong." Mike leans in, eyes cold. He's a senior judge. "You had his boarding pass, the manifest, everything. You did this on purpose." Karen's face drains. She stammers, but words fail her. "Bring him back," Mike orders. Now, Karen finds me in economy, her smile forced, cheeks flushed. "Sir, I'm so sorry, there was a mix-up. Please come back to first." I look at her, my gaze steady, voice low but sharp enough to cut. "I'll return when I'm ready." I stand, moving with the grace of someone who's faced worse than her. The cabin watches, breathless, as I walk back to 1A. Karen's sweating, her confidence crumbling. I settle in, press the call button, and order a water. When it arrives, ice clinking, I whisper a "thank you" that feels like a gavel's fall. The plane lands in Chicago 2 hours later, but the story's just starting. Karen's badge is clipped, her name blacklisted in HR. Reporters swarm the gate, cameras flashing. I step off, calm as ever, while headlines brew, "Judge humiliated at 30,000 feet." But for me, it's not about the news. It's about justice holding firm, even in the sky. Later, at my hotel, I sip iced tea, open my poetry book, and read a line about patience winning battles. I smile, knowing the real victory is staying true to who I am. Karen, though? She's in a hearing, her career in tatters. She admits her bias, her voice breaking. I judged him by his face, not his ticket. The room's silent, her shame loud. I don't want her destroyed, just accountable. Months later, Skyline Air announces new training, diversity patches on uniforms, and scholarships for minority aviators. Karen's there, in a suit, not a uniform, giving talks on bias, her voice raw but honest. And me? I board another flight, seat 1A, greeted by Emma, a new attendant with a warm smile. The cabin feels different, lighter, kinder. I open my book, read about light breaking through storms, and feel the world shift, just a little. So what do you think? Was Karen's punishment fair, or too harsh? Should I have fought harder in the moment, or was silence the real power? Drop a comment, share your take. Did this story hit you as hard as it did me? Like, subscribe, and let's keep this conversation flying.